What's happening, guys? It's Nick, back with another video. As always, doing my best to tell you the truth so you can get through your breakup as easily as possible and as healthily as possible. It's been a minute since I've done an ex-back video, and the reason is I've focused more on mindset and working on yourself and self-love and self-validation, because I generally believe that is the best way to deal with a breakup, and I generally believe that's the best way to attract new people and potentially get your ex back. But I get asked so many times, how do I get my ex back? And it's been a long time, so the old videos have probably disappeared somewhere and maybe you've not listened to it, so I'm going to do a new one today. But before I get into it, as always, please like, share and subscribe. It will really help a small channel out like mine, guys. 80% of you that watch my videos are not subscribed. If you subscribe and you view and you share, the content gets shared with more people that need it, so let's help each other out. So before we get into the nitty-gritty today, I want you to take a moment and just tell yourself, hey, I'm enough. Life is good, even though you feel shit right now, and I get that, and it's okay. And maybe you're thinking to yourself, okay, what's this knobhead on about? But you know, look, you're alive, and I hope that you're healthy physically, mentally, that your family and friends are healthy physically and mentally, you've got a roof over your head, you've got food in your belly, you've got money coming in, and all the other stuff that we take for granted, and you know, we're maybe not so grateful for because it's just there every day. But you have your health and you're going to be okay. I promise you, you're going to be okay. Whatever happens with you and your ex, you will be fine. Okay, so without further ado, I always prefix these kind of videos with some exes just don't come back, guys. I'm not promising any results here. This is just a voice in the dark. This is just, hey, a happy side effects may be that they come back if you do X, Y, and Z. But this is for you. This is not just about getting your ex back. This is about getting you back at the same time. So, you know, so I'd say the first thing that is really important when it comes to getting your ex back is that you can choose how you respond. That is every human being's superhuman power. So when your ex does drop the bomb on you, or they are dropping the bomb on you, and I've referenced so many times video number one, guys, if you haven't seen video number one, go and watch it, give them the breakup. And this is tip number one: agree to what they're saying, agree to the breakup. Just give it to them, give them what they want, because they won't be expecting it. They will be expecting you to resist, come back with drama. But if you flip that script and give them the path of least resistance, they will have more respect for you. They will go away thinking, wow, okay, he or she is actually easier to talk to, so if I do want to reconcile in the future, I know the conversation will be smooth and there will be less drama. So you've got to plant that seed in their head that if they choose to reach out to you, that it's going to be frictionless. It's going to be listening to understand and not listening to respond. So let them feel heard. Just say, hey, I don't agree, but I hear you, and that's okay. If you change your mind, you let me know. And then you quietly go away. You do your crying in private. You speak to a friend, you speak to family, reach out for coaching, reach out for therapy, whatever it is that you need to do. Tip number two, and this goes without doubt: no contact. Okay? No contact. Give them, again, what they want. Do not reward bad behavior. Excuse the expression, but do not reward bad behavior. If they're saying, hey, I no longer want to be your boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, partner, you know, significant other, whatever other terminology you want to say, civil partnership and so on, then respect their wishes. Don't resist it. But with that comes consequences. And the consequences of them walking out is that you will no longer give them relationship privileges. You will no longer be there to help them get through whatever they need to get through. You are no longer there to listen to their life, kiss them, hug them, tell them everything's going to be okay. You're no longer there. So their decision has consequences. So give them the gift of your silence and let them feel the gravity of their decision. Because when you do that, they will eventually reconsider, because this is a massive life change for them as well, guys. Okay, they've been considering it for a long time, maybe a month, 2 months, a year maybe, and they've got to the point where they generally believe that coming away from you will be the best option for them right now. So you need to let them sit with that, and you need to give them time to reconsider and to weigh up their options, and maybe think, hey, it wasn't so bad with them. Maybe it was just a rough patch and we can talk it out. So no contact can result in the happy side effect of them coming back, but ultimately it's for you. Okay, it's for you to work on the things that you got wrong as well. Number 3, they walked out, so they must come and get you. And this links back to no contact. They made the decision to walk out. They have to make the decision to come back. And this is where you can really flip the power dynamic here, because they're the dumper. They will have the power in the opening part of this. But you can take that back by saying, okay, you left my table. Now you want to come back, you have to renegotiate terms. It's kind of like the UK leaving Brexit. If we want to go back into Europe now, leaving Brexit, it's kind of like the UK leaving Europe, excuse me. Now, if we want to go back to Europe, we're going to have to renegotiate. We won't get the same deal. It's like, hey, you walked out. You have to come back. But these are my conditions. Okay? So if they do come back, you need to be aware of what you want. You have to be aware of what your non-negotiables are. You have to be aware of what you got wrong, and you have to also make sure that you've worked on the shit that you got wrong, because you did get things wrong. And I have to keep you accountable here, and I keep all of my clients accountable when they're telling me about their ex. And one of the questions I will ask is, okay, what did you do to help make this breakup? Because it takes 2 to get together, and it takes 2 to break up. And while it's my client and I will back my client, I will always be on their side, it's a good idea to challenge them and to challenge yourself. Okay, what did I get wrong? Where do I need to improve? So this is an absolute essential. So my 4th tip would be, you need to love yourself and you need to validate yourself. Now, what happens typically in relationships, we get with someone and then we automatically think, everything will be okay with my life, everything will be okay with the world, because no matter what happens, I've got that person there. They will fill the gaps, they will hug me when I'm down, and they will kiss me when I need a kiss, and they will just do everything. And okay, there is a certain amount of that to a relationship. Yes, that's your partner is there to fulfill a part of that. But when you are dependent on someone to fulfill all of your validation, all of your self-love, all of your comfort needs, all of your social needs, this is where it will go wrong, because neediness and insecurity and not having love for oneself is not attractive, guys. Either end, man, woman, transgender, doesn't matter, whatever you identify as. Okay, it doesn't matter. Neediness is not attractive. Okay, so use this time to love the shit out of yourself. Okay, love yourself, because when you can fulfill most of that requirement for yourself, then whoever you choose to get with, if that's your ex or a new partner, then they haven't got a massive gap to fill. They're coming along and they're putting the cherry on the cake, because you're already there. And if you start loving yourself and you start validating yourself and you become comfortable in your own skin and you're essentially bulletproof and nothing or no one will take you off your journey, then no matter what happens, yeah, you're going to feel shit, but you'll bounce back. You'll be okay, because you've got a lot of other things to fall back on. You've got your friends, your family, hopefully your career is going well. You've got hobbies and other interests and other things that keep you occupied. Now, I'll give you a good example. My YouTube channel. My coaching business with you guys, it takes up a lot of my time. I have a day job, and then I dedicate a significant amount of my time to creating content and getting on the phone with you guys and guiding you through your problems and your challenges. And I spend a good deal amount of time, each call is typically a 90-minute call, so it's a good, and maybe I do 3 or 4 of those in the evening, so that's my evening gone. And after that, okay, I need to make time for my hobbies, I need to make time for friends, interests, so, I don't have much time to lounge around and just be alone with my thoughts. Yeah, there is a time and a place for that, but if I was to start dating someone right now and it didn't work out, there's my day job, there's my business, there's my friends, there's my family, there's my interests, my hobbies. There are things that I've got planned for the future to fall back on. So your partner, ex-partner, is only one facet of a multi-facet dynamic in your life. So always remember that. The mistake that a lot of us do is that we put so much into that relationship, and we should give a great deal of resources and effort to a relationship, absolutely, but you need to give that to yourself first. You need to make sure that you're okay. And if you can start doing that even during a breakup, and you level up and you make yourself more attractive, and your ex sees this, they're gonna see what you're capable of. They're gonna see the potential. They're gonna see, wow, they've just turned themselves around. And then they have to come and renegotiate with you. Now you're in the driving seat. So if they do reach out, hey, I made a mistake, can we talk? Respond to their level. Say, sure, it'll be great to see you. Let's grab a coffee. Okay? Don't need to talk about the relationship right there and then. Don't need to say, I miss you, I love you, any of that. Just say, sure, I'm not free this weekend, but I'm free next weekend. Even if that's a lie, fake it till you make it. Let them know that you've got other things going on, and that's, they're not top priority right now. And then you go and renegotiate terms, because you don't get what you deserve in life, guys. You get what you negotiate. And okay, I've said before that you can't negotiate desire, but if they're coming back to you, then they desire you, then you're in a position to say, right, here are my non-negotiables. Here is what I'm flexible on. This is what worked well in the last relationship. This is what didn't work well. We can't go back to the old relationship because that died. We need to start a new relationship as if we're 2 people who have just met each other, and start again and start the dating process again. And that leads me to my final point, and this is probably going to be the hardest one for you guys to accept, but it's essential. Getting your ex back, the essentials. Assume that they will never come back. And some people might agree or disagree with this, but if you can have that mindset, which is very difficult because you're essentially mourning someone that is still alive. So there's always a chance, if you're both single, not married, and you're both alive, yeah, there is that possibility that you can get back with each other. But if you have that mindset, okay, this is my life now, they won't come back, and you choose how to respond appropriately, I'm not saying the pain will disappear. I'm not saying they will come back, but it will improve your outlook, it will improve your mindset, and it will improve the chances of things reconciling. Okay? So what this video is about today, I'm not saying your ex will come back. I don't know. But if you want to give yourself the best possible chance of them coming back, then the best way to do that is to make sure that you've got your ducks in a row, is to make sure that your little corner of the universe is working smoothly and you're meeting your needs, because that's what attracts people. And if today's video hasn't been enough for you, if you need help with your personal breakup situation, you can email me at thelovefix20@gmail.com. We'll arrange a voice coaching session over Zoom. We'll jump on, I'll listen, I will provide you with a safe space so you can just get it all out, and then we'll have a discussion and we'll try and get you on the right path. That's all I can do for anybody that I talk to, is just give you a bit of clarity. I can be the voice in the dark and just say, hey, this is the direction that you head towards. It's going to be bumpy, you will fall over, And yeah, some days are gonna suck, but you'll get there. And as always, guys, I'll see you on the other side.